This is our NFPA rope throw bag. The bag is made from abrasion-resistant and durable Cordura nylon. Near the top, there's a mesh panel which allows the bag to drain and dry. We've included 2 reflective strips and elastic loops for your glow stick in case you find yourself in a low light situation. The polyethylene sheath on the bottom loop makes it easy to access and connect hardware such as carabiners. At the top of the bag, there's a quick release buckle and cinch strap. This keeps the tail end of the rope secure and also allows you to easily attach the bag to your boat or other objects. The opening flares for clean deployment and easy reloading. On the inside, we have 75 feet of 3/8 inch grab line. This floating rope meets NFPA standards and is rated at over 3,000 pounds. It has a special sheath which provides more hand traction or grip than other rescue ropes. Flotation built into the bag helps keep it on top of the water and easy to see. The NFPA rope throw bag is perfect for fire departments, rescue agencies, or anyone looking for a throw bag with extra strong rope that's easy to grasp and hold on to.
'22, I'm at Riverside and Fishinger Road. I have a man in the water. Start me another car and CFT, please. Hold on, sir! We'll get your rope! Hold on, sir! What's wrong, man? I'm gonna throw you this rope. Ready? Hold on the rope, hold on the rope. Hold on tight. We'll point to the surf, point to the shore.
A good demonstration of how to deploy the bag by Steve Cato. Let's talk through exactly what we just saw. First of all, the bag is usually encased in plastic and kept in the trunk. The preferred method for using this bag is to throw it. In training, you'll often hear reach, throw, row, go. And the idea is going into the water is the very last thing you would consider. The idea is for you to stay dry on shore, throw that bag to the person, and get them out. The first thing you see Steve doing here is ripping the plastic away. That can usually be done with your fingers, but if you need to use an ink pen, a key, or a knife, that's just fine. The next step is to open the quick release buckle and loosen the drawstring. This will allow the rope to flow freely when it's thrown. When you throw the rope, you want to make sure you hold on to the correct end, and that's the end with the carabiner. When you actually throw the bag, throw it past the person that's in the water so they don't feel like they need to dodge it so they don't get hit and do something like go under the water. Once they've grabbed a hold of the rope, go ahead and pull them to shore. And when you have the opportunity, move away from water's edge just a little bit to make sure you don't get pulled in. Now that you've seen a demonstration of our preferred method, which is throwing the bag, we'll take a look at if you decided you needed to get into the water. We prefer the officers stay dry and out of the water, but if you felt you had to go, you'll want to attach the rope to something. This is just done by wrapping the rope around an object and then running it through the bottom of the bag. A vehicle could be driven away, so it's a little more dangerous to connect to. That's why we prefer something large like a tree that will not move. If you decided as a last resort that you needed to get into the water, one option is attaching the rope so you can pull yourself out if you got into trouble in the water. Basically, you would attach to a fixed object, run the rope back through that loop, and the end with the carabiner has to be attached to you. Here you can see it going under the belt so it holds in place around the officer's body and then clips in. This is my most preferred method because the rope doesn't move and can't get tangled around your legs. There are other options that are just a touch more simple. Basically, it begins the same with attaching to the fixed object, and then you just go around your own body and clip to the rope. This is a good method. The only thing is, with it not being through your belt, it could slide down and get in your legs and danger of possible entanglement. Another option that a lot of people like is going around the body in the fashion that the lifeguards tend to use. It begins the same with attaching to a fixed object and keeping the carabiner end attached to you, And in this case, it actually goes up around the shoulder and comes back around by your waist and clips into the rope itself. The reason some people like this is because the rope stays a little higher, the shoulder keeps it from getting into their legs, and it seems to work out pretty well. The disadvantage is it's up near your neck, and some people don't like a rope near their neck as we talk about entanglement issues. Now that you've seen a good demonstration of reaching something to someone to get them out of the water, throwing the bag to them to pull them out, and only as a last resort going into the water, we wanted to show you some of the things that can go wrong. Overhead environments can be very tricky. Branches grab onto that bag if it's thrown too high. And in situations like this, you have to work to get that rope free and try again. When you try again, the bag typically does not have the weight that the rope provides because the rope has already been deployed. One option is to dip the bag in the water, get water in the bag, that will provide the weight so that it will travel the distance to the person in the water. Steve just attempted this and he's getting the rope back in position to throw it, and we asked him to demonstrate another common mistake. As he goes to throw the bag, it's easy to get sticks wrapped up in the rope or to stand on the rope. If you're stepping on the rope doesn't go very far and you have to reload again. In this case, Steve is preparing the rope so that it this time is lined up to travel correctly. He'll have to re-dip the bag in the water to get some weight in the bag, and then he wants to throw long as opposed to high so that the rope travels out to the victim. Good job, Steve.